Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome to my channel, and here I am talking about all things health. Today I thought I'd talk about dry fasting. I've been on a plant-exclusive diet and lifestyle for over 12 years, so this means, and it's far different. I mean, no two vegan diets are alike, and I don't like the word vegan. I don't subscribe to the vegan narrative because I feel that it's not helpful in enticing other people to eliminate animal products from their diet. I'm getting a little off topic because I did want to talk about dry fasting, but I did want to preface by saying that no two vegan diets are alike. So with my diet, I've chosen to start my day with juicy fruits, basically, or fruits every day for the past 12 years pretty much, except for at the very beginning. But my diet's been fruits, vegetables, leafy greens, and nuts and seeds. I don't go beyond that. I don't get into the rice or the grains or the beans, because I find it completely constipating and just doesn't serve my body. What does serve my body is our natural human diet, the things that grow in nature that can be eaten raw. Because if you have to cook it to render it edible, then how is that naturally our food? I mean, in nature, I know we're not in nature, but in nature there are no stoves, there's no ovens, and sure, we could cook a zucchini over the fire or something like this, but for the most part, I think nature sends us clear messages. And so if you cannot eat something raw, I believe that's a message from nature to say, hey, this isn't your food. This isn't natural food for you. I mean, that's just, I don't know. To me, it's just common sense. But anyway, so I wanted to get into dry fasting. It's just, it resurfaces over the years, right? Like we go through these cycles, and I've noticed, and dry fasting becomes a trend, and then a bunch of people have serious issues, and even people die. People have died in our fruitarian communities from pushing themselves too far, depleting their nerve energy, just pushing themselves into the chronically dehydrated state. Beyond that, because we already are all in a chronically dehydrated state, and dry fasting is just not a health promoting practice, because when we fast, the body, and we're at rest, because a true fast is when you're at rest, because the body heals when it's at rest. That's why we receive most of the healing in the evening, nighttime rest. But when we fast, toxins come into circulation for elimination, because we're not introducing other foods to turn on digestion, and so the body gets to work as soon as it's at a fasting state to eliminate. And that's why fasting is so powerful. But when toxins come into circulation for elimination, and we're all in dehydrated, chronically dehydrated states. I don't care if somebody believes that they're hydrated. I've been drinking like 3 to 4 liters of water consistently for years now, and I'm still not, 100% fully hydrated every day. I mean, we're living in a toxic world, and there's so much that dehydrates us that we don't even realize. Like even the stuff they're spraying in the skies, I mean, they're spraying salts and chemicals. That dehydrates us. Everything is dehydrating. If you're eating bread, that's dehydrating. Our diet is designed to be juicy, hydrating, healthy, water rich. So we've been eating crackers and bread and meat and pasta from day one, since we were born, basically, and mucus forming milk and disease forming eggs and cheese and all this stuff, that we're in chronically dehydrated state and people don't even know it. I mean, that's why as we age, we become more our skin loses elasticity, like we get wrinkly, is because it's not because of we're aging, it's because we're in a chronically dehydrated state, and that can change. I've got to pass somebody here. I can't deal with slow drivers when they're not doing the speed limit. It's like, come on. Anyways, mission accomplished. So we are all chronically dehydrated, and people have coatings on their intestinal wall that blocks absorption of nutrients and hydration and all this. And so like it takes a while through our natural diet and fasting and things like this, to loosen that waste and have the body eliminate it. It's a process, and it goes on for years and years, right? You're not just going to do this overnight. You're not just going to do this with one single juice cleanse like everybody believes. All this. Okay. But so we're all chronically dehydrated, so when we dry fast, these toxins, or when we fast, toxins come into circulation for elimination, and we don't want to be not drinking water. I mean, that's extreme. Water is essential. Water is life. Water is what we require in a fasting state. Like, we literally require water. And water will assist the body to remove these toxins. And when these acids hit the kidneys, like, if you don't have dilution for the pollution, then the kidneys get damaged. And we've seen this with dry fasters. I mean, I made a video long ago about a gentleman who was well known in the fruitarian community, and he was dry fasting consistently and regularly, and he died of kidney failure. That was, the cause of death. And well, the cause of death is chronic dehydration that caused the kidneys to fail when he was pushing his body to extremes and depleting his nerve energy. And so my message today is just, fasting is already a healing modality. We don't need to push it beyond fasting with essential water. And when you do fast, you need to drink quite a bit of water. So generally speaking, for the average person, should drink over 4 liters of water a day. And that sounds extreme, and we've been programmed to think that water is so dangerous and we shouldn't drink that much and it's not natural. Yeah, well, if we all grew up in our natural fruitarian, high fruit lifestyle, raw lifestyle, we wouldn't need as much water. That is true. In our natural state, but we're not. The world we have to deal with as it is, not as it should be. And as it is, people are chronically dehydrated, and water is essential, and lots of it every single day. So on that note, I'm going to take a sip of water. Everyone, I'm behind another slow driver, so. Yeah, I find it absolutely crazy that people think it's okay to dry fast. Oh, I shouldn't pass this guy. Okay. So, dry fasting dehydrates you further, and it actually creates a hostile condition within the body and pushes the body to extremes, and then the body has to deal with that as well. It's like, anyways, it's just ludicrous. And then there's these people going around teaching dry fasting. Back in the day, I tried it for, I don't know what I did, maybe 24 hours, 48 hours. It was like a short one, like a day or two, but wow, like it's definitely not recommended. And just take it from those that we have lost, from people that have pushed themselves to extremes. People, we don't need to push ourselves to extremes. All we need to do is get on a health promoting diet and let the body do its work. I'm not even a fan of pushing of forced fasting, meaning that the human initiates the fast. I'm more of a fan of working with the body. So you transition to our natural diet, at your own pace. And then when the body decides that it's time to fast, that's when it's ready to put all its energy towards healing. And that's when we go into a fast. So we work with the body, we take the body's cues and fast when the body wants to fast. So we know the body wants to fast when it exhibits cold and flu-like symptoms or some type of symptom. And once these symptoms come about, that's when it's time to be like, okay, I got to work with the body, not against it. And I'm going to rest, I'm going to hydrate, and I'm just going to chill out and wait for this to pass. And that is the ideal time to fast, when the body initiates it. So I'm going to end it here. I hope everybody has an amazing day. If you want to learn more, I do go into detail about all sorts of things to do with our natural human diet and healing the body and how to transition towards a healthier lifestyle in my books. I've got Vital Fuel, Eat Right for Your Species Type, which is available on Audible. It's pretty cool to have an audiobook. And then it's also paperback on Amazon. And then I have Heal Thyself, Embracing Our Natural Diet for Optimal Health. Links are in the description. Thank you, everybody, for all your support. And I hope this video helps to just solidify in your mind how unhealthy dry fasting is and how we're creatures of hydration. We're juicy beings and we need all the hydration. Like, give me all the hydration. Give me all the fruit. Give me all the water. Give me all the salad greens. Give me all the juicy, water-rich foods, because that's what's going to keep the human body in good health. Have an amazing day.